Hi, babies. Hi, babies. Gotta get you guys some water too. I'm thirsty. Here's my beautiful kale and collard greens. Then I've got Brussels over here, sweet potatoes in the middle. I planted the sweet potatoes late, so we'll see if they come up. But I'm gonna harvest some collard greens here and talk to you about Nayeli a little bit. So Nayeli, I wanted to be able to say that I was able to come back from an MRI of hers and say she was completely healed. That was my hope, because those of you that don't know, she was having some neurological problems that started in October. I'm picking for my bunnies right now. So she still has demyelinization issues in her brain. She has decreased demyelinization, so there is some improvement, which is better and more hopeful than no improvement. No improvement would kind of pretty much indicate, or even progressive would indicate, more of what we were fearing in the beginning, or what we were actually told in the beginning, that it was a genetic demyelinating disorder in her brain. Well, she, while we were at a campsite, just this Monday, Tuesday, we went camping. I think that she got into some gluten. Or maybe she didn't, I don't know. But she couldn't use her leg right. And that just breaks you down as a mom. It hurts you really bad. She moved her leg and she said, "Mommy, I can't move my leg. I can't move my leg." So now she can actually talk to me about it, whereas before she really couldn't talk to me about it. You could only just see what was going on. And so what I think it is, and I don't know, I'm going to a neurology appointment tomorrow, but I feel like they just really don't know. It's not like they don't know anything, but they just don't know what's going on. I'm hoping that when he looks at it, he'll be able to kind of more so guide me in a direction, or I just feel like it's a waiting game. Just see what happens with her, and we can't really do anything about it. That feels so depressing. My thought is that it's a virus. It's a virus, actually, and the gluten is making the problem worse in her brain. That it's only accentuating what's already there and what needs to be healed. And when a virus gets into your central nervous system, it's very hard to get it out. But eucalyptus can pass the blood-brain barrier. So I have this weird story about eucalyptus. And I'm gonna go ahead and sit down and tell you it. So my bunnies will just have to wait a little bit to get fed. So we were in the doctor's office. It's tempting not to just weed, because there's so much weeding that needs to be done. We were in the doctor's office, and I had bought eucalyptus essential oil the day before, because I just thought, oh, I remember this. It smells good. I like it. I just had fond memories of the scent of the eucalyptus. It's refreshing. And so I was like, oh yeah, I want to buy that. So I bought it, and then and she was having one of her symptoms was being itchy. So she would complain about being itchy often. And so I wanted to put the eucalyptus oil on her, and with coconut oil. So when we were waiting in the waiting room, I put the eucalyptus oil on her with coconut oil. And then we went into the holding area where they wait, that you have to wait, and then they'll talk to you. So we went there, and while we were in there, I put on a YouTube video for her. It was a YouTube video, and all I could see was that it said cured in the title. It said cured, from what I had remembered. It said cured. And I couldn't see the picture of the video of like what it was talking about, nothing. I was like, oh, that's strange. Usually on wild crats, you see like their little picture and you see their, what they're talking about. But none of that. And they were talking about cures in nature. Cures in nature, and they even pulled out a bottle of eucalyptus essential oil from their backpack. Now, I've never seen the wild crats pull out a bottle of eucalyptus essential oil, ever. Anyhow, eucalyptus essential oil, and I also was thinking about this scripture, the leaves will be the healing for the nations, and the leaves of the eucalyptus, and also the cartoon was talking about leaves, eucalyptus leaf. So on all of the websites and all of the information that you can see on the web, it all has to say, you know, keep away from children. You can't, it's toxic to children. But at that time, leukodystrophy is something that you don't get cured of. And it didn't match up. Leukodystrophy didn't really match up to like eucalyptus somehow being a cure. It's a genetic demyelinating disease. But I just bought it anyway. And I had it around, and I was trying to treat her, just doing a diet that was supportive of health, like taking out gluten. I took out gluten and she started healing. Gluten, I feel like, was a major demyelinator. I feel like it was not helping. It was anti-productive in her healing, because when I took it out, she started healing. When I accidentally put it back in, she was showing larger symptoms of what she had. And so I bought eucalyptus leaf, and when there was these pimples on her face and this redness that would come and go during the day, and it just made me think, this is part of it. No one thought it was part of the symptoms of this, but I think it is. And so I started giving her eucalyptus leaf, a little bit in maple syrup, 3 times a day. And right away she had improvement on her face within 10-15 minutes of me giving her eucalyptus leaf internally. And we've checked her enzymes in her liver, and everything seems like it's going well. I'm not poisoning her, which is good. So I think we've got the right portion of what I'm supposed to be giving her. I don't know. Anyhow, so I was on that kick for a while, and then when I saw her pimples basically clear up, I stopped doing the eucalyptus. And because she wasn't showing any clinical symptoms, I was just like, you know, I think she's healed. We got the MRI back, and I guess there's interval decrease in demyelinization, which is good. So it's like somewhat healing, but it's just not healing as much as I hoped that I would see. So I am starting the eucalyptus leaf again, and all the eucalyptus treatment. I put eucalyptus essential oil with sweet almond oil on her toes, and then I give her a diffuser of eucalyptus at night and during her naps. And I give her the eucalyptus leaf orally with the maple syrup. So I'm hoping that actually, because it can pass the blood-brain barrier and it's antiviral, I'm praying that this is some kind of virus, and that it will actually kill what's going on inside of her brain, kill the virus. I think that the gluten only exaggerates the symptoms, because when we were camping, she had some leg trouble. And I don't know if she got into the gluten or not, or if it was just a downspout in her immunity. I think it was something she got into, because she had the issue, and later on that night I did give her some eucalyptus oil, and within the half an hour she was like running again, where she wasn't even wanting to walk. It's very stressful, and it's very debilitating as a mom. But this is what I'm going for, and I just feel like, okay, you know, at first I was like, is it a sign from God or is it not? I don't know. But when she cleared up like she did that one time, I'm like, oh goodness, yeah, it's gotta be a sign from God. And then now that I had stopped the eucalyptus and thought, okay, she could be fine, but she still had those pimples sometimes. You know, oftentimes she'd have a few pimples. So I just feel like it's still lingering. It's a lingering thing that I just need to keep. I need to keep up the pressure with the eucalyptus to kill and help her body heal and help her body fight what's going on inside of her brain. So that was a rather large update. I have some interesting videos coming out soon. She got stung by a wasp in between her eyes, and I'm going to show a video about that and the low histamine diet that I put her on. And during that whole thing, she did not show any symptoms at all. She hasn't shown any symptoms since, like, you know, early May, you know, of any remote symptom at all. So I'm going to be putting that up, and some other fun videos too. So stay tuned. I'll go feed my bunnies. Hi, babies. Hi, babies. Gotta get you guys some water too. I'm thirsty. There you go, sweeties. Here, Mama. Here, babies. Get you new water.